ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Yes, dear students, continuation to the last class is the branches of zoology. In the last class, we are discussed very few branches of the zoology. What are the branches which are discussed in the last class means taxonomy, morphology, developmental biology and embryology and genetics. Then what are the few other branches which may be in zoology? What are the few other branches which may be present in the zoology means next branch is the ecology. Next branch of zoology is the ecology. What is the meaning of the ecology means Icos means it is mainly formed due to the union of two words. One is the Icos, second one is the Logos. Then what is the Icos means house, Logos means study, Logos means study. What is the meaning of the house study? Ecology nothing but house study means in the house of a family members are present, that members continuously interacted among themselves and also they may be interacted with their environment. Definitely in the case of the house, not only members are present, abiotic environmental factors such as the temperature, such as the humidity, such as the cold, such as the wind also present. So definitely members of the house not only interacted themselves but also they interacted with the environment continuously. Such interactions study is said to be as the ecology. Nothing but ecology is defined as the interrelationship, the study of interrelationship of organisms and their interaction with abiotic factors such as environmental factors. So the study of interrelationship of organisms and their interaction with abiotic factors is collectively called as the ecology. Means ecology always deal what are the relationship of animals, what are the relationships of various animals, how they may be interacted with their respective environment is nothing but ecology. Then here you have to know what are the abiotic factors. Means environmental factors. Environmental factors. Environmental factors are nothing but that may be temperature. Definitely animals must be interacted with the temperature also. Animals must be shows they respond against to the temperature also. That is a temperature effect on the animal. Definitely light, definitely humidity. These are the certain environmental factors. They are collectively called as the abiotic factors. So definitely in the case of living world, various kind of the animals must be shows interaction among themselves, and they also shows the interaction with environmental factors. Such interaction study is said to be as the ecology. Ecology nothing but it is the branch of zoology that deals the interaction of animals among themselves and their interaction with the environmental factors is said to be as the ecology. The word of ecology, is coined by Haeckel. Ernest Haeckel coined the word of ecology. This word of the ecology is coined by the Haeckel. Then, how the question may be framed on this particular concept in NEET examination point of view. How the question may be framed on this particular concept in the NEET examination means, the question may be framed like this: if a student wants to study the effect of temperature on existence of a organism, if a student wants to study the effect of temperature on existence of an organism, then which branch of zoology helps to him is the question. So definitely ecology branch always deals the study of animal interaction with environmental factors, the study of animal interaction among themselves, and also how the animals may be interacted with the environmental factors is dealt by ecology branch. So that only here question is that if a student wants to study the effect of temperature is environmental factor, if he wants to know the detailed study of effect of temperature on the survival chance of animal, if the student wants to analyze whether temperature shows its effect over the population existence of an individual, whether temperature shows its effect on the survival rate of an individual or not, definitely to him ecology branch a lot helps too. So definitely temperature is a abiotic factor. How that kind of the temperature shows its effect on the existence rate of an individual, to know that at first he have to consult, at first he have to observe this ecology branch. So that only, definitely if the question is asked like this and options: A, taxonomy; B, ecology; C, morphology; D, cytology. If options is like this, options are given like this: A, taxonomy; B, ecology; C, morphology; D, cytology, then answer to that question is ecology. Definitely not only the temperature effect. In the question they may be given light effect on the existence of animal, humidity effect on the existence of an individual. So whatever the environmental factor which may be mentioned in the question, definitely blindly we can say that is the ecology branch. So if a student wants to study the effect of temperature on the existence of an organism, then which branch of zoology helps to him means ecology branch a lot helps to him. This is the ecology. Next to another branch of zoology is paleontology. What is the meaning of the paleos? Means ancient. Paleos means ancient. Again, logos means study. What is the meaning of the ancient? The remnant of individual which may be lived in past years, that kind of the remnant of an individual is said to be as the fossil. That is said to be as the fossil. Definitely ancient nothing but fast living individuals remnant, such as the fossil here. Logos means study. The study about the various kind of the fossils, the study about the various kind of the fossils is called as the paleontology. Definitely this kind of the fossils are nothing but the remnant of an individual which maybe gets lived in past several years ago, or the remnant of an individual which maybe gets lived in long ago. Such animals remnants are said to be as the fossil. The remnant may be bone, remnant may be complete body, remnant may be soft tissue, remnant may be defecated matter. Means Fossils may be available to us in the form of the bones. These fossils may be available in the form of the bones. These fossils may be in the form of the soft tissue. These fossils may be available in the form of the complete organism. This fossil may be defecated matter that may be available in the form of the defecated matter. So definitely that kind of the fossils study is said to be as the paleontology. Simply we can say the remnant of past living organisms is said to be as the fossil. This fossils study is said to be as the paleontology. Again, paleontology is with two sub-branches. One is the paleobotany. Second one is the paleozoology. Second one is the paleozoology. The study of various kind of the plant related fossil. The study of various kind of the plant fossils is said to be as the paleobotany. Paleobotany. This paleobotany always deals study of plant fossils, study of plant related fossils is said to be as the paleobotany. Botany nothing but branch of biology which deals various kind of the plant study. So paleo means fossil. Botany related fossils nothing but various kind of the plant fossils study is said to be as the paleobotany. Zoology, that is the animal science. Zoology nothing but animal related science. So paleozoology nothing but study of animal fossil. Study of animal fossils is said to be as the paleozoology. So definitely paleontology is nothing but it is the branch of zoology which deals various kind of the fossils study. That fossil if it is belongs to animal, then that branch is the paleozoology. If the available fossil is belongs to plant, then that is said to be as the paleobotany. Then what is the principal site for formation of the fossil? What is the suitable site for getting the formation of this site? Means sea is the principal site for getting the formation of the fossil. Because in the sea salt percent is high, so that only decomposition of dead body is prevented. Decomposition of the dead body is not taken place in the presence of high salt, so that only fossils may be easily gets formed in sea water. The suitable place for getting the formation of the fossil is the seawater. The process of the formation of the fossil, is said to be as the fossilization. Process of the formation of the fossil in seawater is said to be as the fossilization. Definitely, how that kind of the fossils may be available to us means during the excavation of earth, various kind of the fossils are gets available to us at various layers of earth, at various depths of earth, at various layers of the earth. Various kind of the fossils may be available to us. So in that way, paleontology principally deals the study of various fossils. Then, how the question may be framed on this particular concept in NEET examination point of view. How the question may be asked means, if the student wants to study about dinosaurs, if the student wants to study about dinosaurs and their way of extinction, then which branch of zoology, if the student wants to know about dinosaurs and their way of extinction, then which branch of zoology helps to him? Then which branch of zoology helps to him means, definitely dinosaurs are one type of the reptiles. They may become extinct for about 65 million years ago. Dinosaurs became extinct. That is one belief. There is one belief. Dinosaurs maybe gets lived on or before 65 million years ago, and they became extinct for about 65 million years ago. So if he wants to know about that kind of the dinosaur, then which branch of zoology a lot helps to him means, that is nothing but paleontology. By the paleontology, whatever the fossils which may be available towards the dinosaurs, whatever the fossils which may be available by the excavation, definitely by clear observation of that kind of the fossil, we can collect the information towards that kind of the dinosaur. We can easily understand the characteristic features of that kind of the dinosaurs also. So definitely, what is the branch of zoology which a lot helps to him to betterly understand towards the dinosaurs, towards their extinction. Definitely fossils which may be available towards the dinosaurs during the excavation a lot helps to him. That is nothing but paleontology. Paleontology branch a lot helps to him. If the question is given like this in NEET examination, if a student wants to know about dinosaurs and their way of extinction, then which branch of zoology helps to him? First option, taxonomy. Taxonomy always related to classification of the animal. Second, paleontology. Paleontology related to the fossil. Morphology related to external appearance of an individual. Cytology related to the cell structure. So that only what is the correct answer for this question is means paleontology is the correct answer. Specifically for the question, if they may be given as first option paleobotany, second option paleozoology, third option morphology, fourth option cytology, then we have to choose the paleozoology. Otherwise, options also may be changes like this. Instead of these options, if the options are given like this, first option paleobotany, second option paleozoology, third option cytology, fourth option morphology. If options are given like this, definitely paleobotany, paleozoology are the sub branches of paleontology. But paleobotany specifically concerned for study of plant fossils only. Definitely dinosaur is the animal. Dinosaur is not a plant. Dinosaur is animal. So that only about animal fossil study, what is the branch which is concerned? Means that is the paleozoology. Definitely dinosaurs fossil study is related to paleozoology because the dinosaur is a animal. So that only answer to this question is nothing but paleozoology. This is the paleontology. Next to another branch of zoology is the evolution. Another branch of the zoology is the evolution. Already we are discussed in last classes in differences between the living organisms and non-living organism. This evolution concept was already discussed in last classes, specifically in differences between the living and non-living organisms. Though I want to explain once again, what is the evolution? Evolution is a branch of biology. It is the branch of zoology. It principally deals two important concepts. What are the means? One is origin of life on earth is the first concept. Second one is the continuous changes which may be occurred in animal through evolutionary period. During the course of the time, continuous changes may be occurs in the case of the animals. That nothing but continuous genetic adaptations. Definitely it also concerned with the study of continuous genetic adaptations of organisms. Means evolution branch is the branch of zoology. It at first focus to betterly explain how the life is originated on the earth at first. Origin of the life on the earth. Second, how that kind of the originated life gets evoluted into various kind of the animal which may be existed on the surface of the earth nowadays. How that kind of the first originated individual gets evoluted into various kind of the animals which may be appears nowadays on the surface of the earth. Also betterly explained by the evolution. That is nothing but continuous changes. Definitely, if we consider the human population, definitely in the human population, continuous changes may be going on from generation to generation. Simply we can say that is the modernization. That continuous changes we can refer as the modernization in human. That's also called as the civilization in the humans. Definitely if we can recall, our forefathers' hairstyle is different with our fathers. Our father's hairstyle is different with ours. Means definitely from generation to generation, there is the modernization, there is the continuous changes. Means not only in the case of the hairstyle, in the case of the immunity power, in the case of the resistance power also, there is the drastic changes from generation to generation. For example, our forefathers are with high resistance against diseases. During that period, hospitalization is also very poor. Though they may be existed, they may be lived for about 100 years. But gradually, lifespan of the person is gradually decreases. From forefathers to this generation, from our forefathers to this generation, this lifespan of the person may be gradually decreased. Nowadays it may be 60 or 70. What is the main reason for that? Means due to the decreased immunity power, due to the drastic changes in our living areas, due to the gradual changes in our living areas, due to the gradual changes in our feeding habits, definitely gradually immunity power may be decreased from our forefathers to nowadays generation. So in that way, definitely life is not static. Each and every individual's life must be undergoes continuous changes. Each and every species of individuals must be undergoes continuous changes as per their changed environment. In that way, evolution also deals the continuous changes which may be appears in the individuals. Third point, genetic adaptations of an organism. Definitely, each and every individual, whenever it visits a new environment, as per the new environment, definitely we have to develop certain adaptations to betterly exist where, to betterly survive there. For example, if all of a sudden we are shifted to South Africa where high temperature is there, definitely when our body is exposed to high temperature, in our body melanin substance synthesis gets increases. By that way, our body becomes a dark black in color. Then only we are able to sustain where? Because in high temperature or in solar radiation, UV rays are present. That UV rays continuously if they expose us to our body, definitely our skin develops cancer. So to protect our body from the effect of cancerous development, what is the adaptation in our body?